So I've been studying abroad in China for a while so far, and I'd like to share one of the methods that I use to help me make more progress on my fitness and my body physique. Today on Investedweare, I'd like to share the 5 ways that I personally reduce my sugar intake, and you can do it anywhere in any country that'll help you get towards your body goals much faster. Also, if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification button for future uploads, and let me just get right into it and let's see how to cut down your sugar. So the first way that I reduced my sugar intake was to use more fruits as toppings. So for me personally, in my home country, I used a lot of sugar when I made cereal and oats, because the sweeter it is, the nicer it tastes, right? But making progress in my physique and my fitness so far in China, I've opted out to use more fruits when I make the oatmeal or the cereal, just because it helps me to keep my calorie count lower, and well, as you can see, it's helped me make more progress. So I advise whenever you make some type of cereal breakfast or like me a French toast breakfast, try to top it up with more fruits, bananas, strawberries, apples, whatever you have. It helps to cut down your sugar, and overall that'll help you make progress. The second thing that I did was cut out sugary drinks. So to be honest, I used to drink soda like 3 to 4 times a day, at least one of every meal, just because I like the sugary taste and the fizzy feeling. But since I've been making progress towards my body goal so far, I've almost completely cut it out. I actually just swapped it out with the 0-calorie drinks like the 0-calorie Pepsi or the Diet Coke, because the sugar in it is much lower and the calories are almost non-existent. So when it comes to my daily caloric intake, it doesn't actually add up to it. I also don't drink any kind of bottle or canned fruit juice, because they basically have the same amount of sugar as a Coke or a Sprite, so I don't see the point. The calories are just as high, so I also advise avoiding those. To be honest, other than drinking Diet Coke and the low-calorie sodas, I only drink water and a lot of tea. Like I drink tea every morning and I drink tea every night. So with my breakfast and my supper, I just drink tea. It's 0-calorie and it tastes okay. And I take my teas without sugar.
Ah yes, indeed, the tea. You must have a cup of tea.
Not drinking your tea without sugar might seem strange at first, but slowly wean into it, and it's a habit that will actually help you and benefit you when it comes to getting towards your body goal. Trust me, tea every day and a lot of water. The third thing that I started doing more was swapping out my desserts. Now I'd like to say I don't really have a sweet tooth, but I do love eating sweet stuff, and a lot of people can agree with me. So I had to get more into the habit of eating fruits instead of a donut or a piece of cake. It'll probably seem weird at first reaching for an apple instead of a cookie, but I'd say maybe cut down the amount of desserts, the cookies and pastries that you're eating, and then add in a bit more fruits, and over time cut it down until it's pretty low and you're mostly eating fruits, and then it'll be easier on you. With this, you're just trying to cultivate the habit of better eating. So instead of when you want something sweet, you instantly think of cookie, you start thinking fruit, watermelon, strawberries, and you can eat way more fruits calorie-wise than you can eat pastries. So even when we're talking about volume, it's to your benefit to eat more fruits for dessert, honestly. Number 4 is use alternatives while you're baking. Now the previous one that I said was to eat more fruits rather than pastries. But if this is still too difficult for you and you're in the group of people that actually know how to use the kitchen and bake,
welcome to the club, buddy.
Then you're in luck, because you can swap out the kind of sugar that you use for baking and still enjoy your pastries. As I said, if you're in a group of people that do know how to bake, you can make your cookies, pastries, and whatever you know how to bake using unsweetened applesauce or even stevia, which is basically 0-calorie sugar, and it'll help you with keeping your sugar count low while you're making your pastries, and that's free gains. You could also use protein powder in different baking recipes and you'd still be benefiting. So the last one, number 5, is to watch your condiments. So before, I would never really pay any special attention to the condiments that I was using, until later when I realized that my ketchup, my barbecue sauce is extremely high in sugar and pretty high in calorie. So if you're wondering why am I not making any progress, maybe you should watch how much of them you're using. I can already imagine during barbecues you're just laying on the ketchup and the barbecue sauce, and it adds up pretty fast and it will halt your progress if you're not being mindful of how much you're using, whether while you're cooking or just generally eating a snack. I personally opted out to using the low sugar condiments like salsa, mustard, sriracha, hot sauce, because you can just use so much of them compared to ketchup and barbecue sauce, with little effect. Like, they'll help you get towards your body goals. And I personally use a lot of mustard, like a ton of mustard. Like, I am a mustard fan. I'd like you guys to bounce on in the comment section below and tell me, what's your favorite condiment? So those are the 5 ways that I personally reduce my sugar intake to help me get closer towards my body goals. I know sugar is nice, but it stacks on the calories so fast, and if you're not making progress, you actually need to check it out. Like, you actually need to sit down and be like, I'm probably taking in too much sugar. So use what I just shared and it'll benefit you. If you enjoyed the video and my personal tips, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for future notifications, and share it around so people can see ways that they can reduce their sugar intake. It's all benefits people. This was Investedweare, because we are invested in ourselves. And I'm wishing everybody luck on their body goals before the new year even starts. I'll see you guys next time.